In this video, I'm going to guide you through how to use the Canvas Commons. For those of you who have not used the Commons before, it is a best practice to experiment with the Commons using a sandbox course. For those of you who took Canvas 1, you've already created a sandbox course and are aware of how that process works. You can see that I have one created here, and that's what I will be working out of when I work in this demonstration for the Commons. To access the Commons, from the Universal menu, you can simply click the C with the arrow on it that takes you to the Commons. Once you are at the Commons, you can see a number of things. First of all, you can search for any item that you would like to import into your class, and we're going to talk more about that later on in this video. You can see any items that you have shared by clicking the Shared tab up here. This comes in especially handy if you are searching for something that you have shared during a previous school year and are trying to locate that. It is much easier to use the Shared tab than by searching for your name or what you believe you named the resource when you exported it. You can also see all the material you have previously imported into any of your Canvas classes. You can see any updates or updates that are pending to things you have exported but may require updating. And you guys will not have the administration tab, but you will have these four tabs: search, shared, imported, and updates. Just a minute or so ago, I mentioned that the search feature is one that I would be talking about in greater detail, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to click on the search feature, and the search feature is where a lot of teachers go to locate materials they want to put in their Canvas courses, and that's great. That's what the Commons is here for. However, this is also where I would strongly encourage you to take these materials and these resources and to put them into a sandbox course. By putting them into a sandbox course, you allow yourself to look at them and see if there's something you really want before you import them into your actual course. Once they're imported into your actual course, they are there. And if there's a bunch of files and some things that you don't like, you're going to spend more time cleaning it up than it was worth getting the resource. So I would take the time to put it in the sandbox course, look over it, and then if you like it, put it in your actual course. And I will guide you through those steps as we go. The Commons has materials that teachers all over the world have uploaded and shared and allowed others to use. And those resources can range all the way from an entire course to down to just an image. You can search for modules and quizzes and assignments and discussions by themselves, or you can search for the entire course. You can see right here, this is where you search. You can specify the type of resource right here, the grade level, and then whether it is the latest, most relevant, or the highest rated resource. So I am going to search for something here just to demonstrate a couple of aspects of the Commons. I'm going to search for a module, and I am going to search for something on the rock cycle, and I am going to choose that I want it to be middle school level, so I'm going to search 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I am going to choose by the most relevant. Now I can see right here there are 75, right here I can see there are 75 modules on the rock cycle that are associated with middle school earth science. And some of these may be great and some of them may not be very good, but I don't know that. And here's kind of the downfall of the Canvas Commons. So I'm just going to grab this one right here, and if I click on this, it's going to give me a quick summary of what's covered here, and it's going to tell me what these items are. They have a number of links. It looks like they have a couple of quizzes, a couple of assignments. It looks very thorough, and this could be an absolutely great module, or it might be absolutely terrible. I don't know. So what I am going to do is I'm going to find over here the list of courses, and I'm going to choose my sandbox course, and there I'm going to hit import into course. I don't want to put this into my actual middle school science course yet because I may not like this material. So I'm going to hit import, and once I do that, if I scroll back to the top, I will get this message right here that my import has successfully started. However, it may take some time for that to appear. Typically it takes no more than 5 minutes for your material to appear in your sandbox course. However, I have seen that take up to 30 minutes on a rare occasion if it's a really large file, for example, if you're importing an entire course. But it should take just a couple of minutes for something like a module or a quiz. In order to navigate back to my course, I am going to go to the dashboard. Of course, I could go to courses and also see the same list of courses. I'm going to find my sandbox course from my dashboard. And once I am there, I'm going to click on that. And now I will see that the rock cycle module has imported. And I can start to take a look at this material and see if it's something that I like. So I'm just going to click on this first object, which in this case happens to be just a page where the teacher who created it and exported it has given some basic instructions for, it looks like, completing a lab. And they have a link here to a picture. And if I open that picture, it is going to open. So perhaps this is a resource that I would want to use, but I can take my time and I can explore this, and I can see if this is something that I really truly like. And if I really truly like this, I can take that and I can then put it into my actual course. So by navigating back to the Commons, I can go to imported. I don't have to search for it again because I've already found that resource before. It's right here, Rock Cycle Lab. I can click on that, and then I can scroll down and find my middle school Earth Science course, and I can select that and I can click Import into Course. And it will save me a lot of time and effort, because if this was something I didn't like, I would have all those files in my actual course and I would have to go through and clean them out and delete them and get rid of them. Whereas this way, I have a place where I can put everything, look at it, decide if I like it, and then actually put it into my course. That's a very quick overview of how to get a resource from the Commons. There are also other videos that will show you how to import and export to the Commons. Those become especially useful at the end of a school year or at the end of a semester when you are wanting to take material out of a course and save it for later use.